learn at least something through a public tarot spread on the eve of Halloween. About the best educational institutions, where perhaps none of us will study in this life. The depth of the topic immerses us in the corridors of the most mysterious and reveals its secrets to the most unbearable souls. Who, if not us, should reveal the secrets behind the age-old walls? Because graduates are excessively serious people. They will not tell about cracks in the floor or ceiling, or fluffy spiders under the stairs in the auditorium. The general motto of the Persona institutions is leisurely, thoughtfully, reliably. We begin the broadcast, a review from Oxford. The main unforeseen chords, the risk of losing consciousness, competition, awkward moments, fatigue. Indeed, it is the mysterious that is learned through horror and competition. People in the institution are forced to sleep in their sleep, not to notice something. As if through a dream, although the price of access to education adds balance. Everywhere, eyes closed, knowledge is being grasped. Someone is afraid to open their mouths. Perhaps the teachers themselves do not say everything at once. They miss something that remains behind the walls of the educational process. The expanses of scientific harvest cannot be encompassed, and there the sun is already rising. Or it may be setting. Then, undoubtedly, the tired turn away from the influence of the past, the pressure increases. But no one is a thief to themselves or others, while the previous day is similar to the past. The loss of strength only increases. Teachers are amazingly tearing the granite of science and passing the pieces into the air. To the attentive listeners of their fate, their dream. Students dig and hold firmly in their minds paragraphs, algorithms, multi-tiered digital columns. So it's not to forget all this on the exam or in the future. They reflect on their studies day and night, solve problems, remember the sequences of solutions. Everything according to the rules of the universe. The rector maintains a balance between past times, which did not exist then, and the modern rhythms unfolding before him. He keeps himself and the institution afloat, like the brightest gift of the sun on earth, looking above himself without horror, without desolation. He keeps his distance from everything that can distract him from what was prescribed long before him. And he is only a lever of uniqueness. Students and teachers are as if in one suitcase forever. Because learning surrenders to that eternity that they do not know and they are not interested in. What does not reach them due to the mediocrity of the permissible? Until graduation, it is difficult for them to realize something simplest from reality. But this is not the most important thing in their graduation course. All of them are kept by a quantum leap into the academic field for a long time. They are all as if in a looking glass in that field from which there is no liberation. Harvard. The main non-obvious chords, the risk of melancholy, influence, contradictory relations with temptations, is distinguished by openness of feelings. The pleasure of staying within the walls until the end of studies, inspired by a cozy atmosphere with a moderate overlap of attention, to the attractive moments of the appearance of teachers or partners in heartbeat. Everything that shines can distract, but temporarily, without interfering with the process of comprehension, or immersion in the stream of motionless pearls of science. A harmonious touching atmosphere is felt. The student is not averse to playing the lottery somewhere, having fun with dubious benefit for himself. He is not afraid to risk getting acquainted to implement youthful dreams. An adult in age in the process feels younger because of the memories of his youthful years, which pass without unnecessary prefaces. Student years are colored by attractive events, in addition to studies, where they tell stories, have a picnic by the lake in the forest or park, are imbued with musical harmonious moments of the weekend. The learning process is easy to summarize at a fast pace, carelessly keeping up with the expressions and explanations of new lecture material. Status touches the kidneys. There may not be enough strength of mind to curb some desires based on exclusivity. For example, to watch a movie again or inappropriately go to the zoo to take pictures with rare animals. In a silk shirt. Temporary reboots affect the weekly routine or the action plan is destroyed. Emotional swings intervene in events at an untimely time. The immaturity of emotions prevents stable movement in the learning system. You want to absorb, but the inconvenience of the audience keeps the cognitive experience incomplete. If the city offers entertainment events, then the aura of entertainment weakens the student just only before lectures, strengthens the call for entertainment. In this way, trying to renew your strength for study. Alcohol can interfere and become an inevitable temptation. But there will always be notes of resistance. If you adhere to the most important thing in the sense of studying, the call is simple. A student should not be interested in hot drinks, dancing in bars, looking down at the new dresses of fellow students in the walls of the classroom. Do not draw in class, do not write poems. The dining room is not an excuse to eat food in a dream or watching football on the phone. The neighbours also do not finish eating. It is better to cook longos, soak in brine for a long time, and not rush to reasons of avoiding exaggeration of imperceptible, excessive consumption of salty, sweet, fatty foods. Indifference in the morning should be overcome with physical exercises, which prevents melancholy. A run at dawn awakens, balances, stimulates brain and mood. Water is the best drink. It moisturizes, rejuvenates, inspires, stimulates to overcome a crisis, or promotes the research of new technological developments. And robotics is already endowed with sensitivity through artificial skin, which allows you to feel touch and pain. Cambridge. Chords of hope, maturity and decisiveness to lead through unforeseen structures. Cover sensuality. Encourages dreaming of great unsurpassed opportunities in the status of a student. Shares the development of society in transforming knowledge into a scientific brilliant favorite of success, where the victory of students arises as a social award. Society seems to have students for further scientific tests, supplementing their experience with the expectation of innovations. Each entry of an applicant opens the personality in an unusually new way, transforming it into the achievements of future technological development. Starting with the transformation of the brain from an applicant to a student, the institution takes care of the balance of the transformation process. In the middle of the day or night, enrolled scientists remain included in the development program through a mental quantum leap. In the deep scientific space, which seems to enrich not only spiritually, but also physically, giving the opportunity to raise their abilities to an overwhelming level. The psychological distance of achievements and tests changes with each new stream of recruits, who have stepped into the uncomfortable depths of other people's research, to implement their decisions and conclusions. The open soul of students breaks magic for the sake of peaceful introduction of science into the experience of enterprises, the construction of human creative education, fundamentally medical experience or technological space. Space research has an advantage for the interest of this industry. Those who will study receive a preferential course of cosmic understanding, an approximate understanding of the cosmos of structures, interplanetary interactions. Brilliant biochemical composition will fascinate. Doubts can overcome regarding the usefulness of proven scientific exercises. Uncertainty can grow with the wrong experience of testing the learned rules. Deepening becomes an exciting event, which as if allows not to be distracted by real physical tests or inconveniences. Memory provides an opportunity to increase as a person. The process of memorization fascinates, gives character certainty. Achievements begin with personal deep systems of analytical ability, testing the strength and determination to acquire and retain scientific material.